Hello, welcome. I am out at the land. We have been working on raking up a lot of the tree debris from taking out some of the yucky stuff, and I'm checking on my garden plot, which is directly behind me. My husband has been using the skid steer to pick up all of the brush that I've been raking with the tractor. We have a landscape rake. Once I figured out how to effectively use it, it went well. So I'm going to show you the garden as it is right now. We are bringing in some cow compost. He's bringing in some select fill that's on other parts of our property, but here is the garden plot as it is right now. Well, I'm back out at the land, and we are going to have to turn the house placement because as it is parallel to the runway, it has a 7-foot drop across the span. So to save on the pad cost, we're going to pivot it to be more at an angle, which is still going to be fine, and it will sit a little higher across the whole area. You can see the burn pile still going, but shrinking in size, which is amazing. And I'm definitely not in the right shoes for making a trek across the land, but in the dark, we're testing out our new tractor implement, which is our tiller. Let me show you. So there is our tiller, our new implement, and then we have a landscape rake over there. And we tested it out back here. So I was trying to get a fall garden in because I miss gardening, and I've been doing it over the summer in just little containers and did well. But if you look, my landscape completely changes. The soil here turns more into caliche, which still has nutrients in it, but is much firmer land. And so I'm gonna have to bring up from over there, which is not even, 100 feet, maybe, sandy loam sitting right there. But then this is hard as rock. But we kind of put in I guess it's probably like 50 by 50. So we tilled this up already, and it's soft and squishy, but it is still caliche based, which is a bummer, but I have plenty of soil that I can till into it without issue. So we tilled up this area, and I need to get some water into it. Need to pop over to one of the farm and ranch stores to get some water bins and order a pump so I can get some water out here. But yeah, so I just need to get some soil brought in from right over there and get it tilled in. But yes, latest update is the fact that we have to turn the house, which is going to be totally fine. So instead of parallel, it's at an angle now. It's not perpendicular, but I think it will be totally fine. So, yep. So this is about 50 something by 35 at the moment. This is for a fall garden. You can see he is dropping in select fill because all of this is primarily clay, and we have a lot of really great soil just right over there, but the area that I chose for the fall garden and ultimately probably long-term garden is one of the flattest spots on the property, and it happened to be mostly clay, which is not a big deal. But this is also a section that won't have truck traffic because our house is going to be right over behind that tree area, kind of where the second burn pile went. We are burning some brush right now that we've been raking up. I'm excited to get some cow compost brought in, and I think we're doing, I don't know if I'm doing straight cow compost or if I'm also, they have a garden soil mix, which is, I think, a combination of topsoil and cow compost. We may just do straight cow compost because we have our own select fill that we can use, but I've already tilled all of this up. So our tiller, I was able to set it to a 2 and make a pass, and then a 1.5, and then make a pass, and then a 1, which made it a lot easier because this was quite rough. And you can see like the difference in this really nice soil to this really crumbly crap. So it needs a good workover of getting this nice soft sandy loam in. I need to definitely take out all of the big sticks, but it's come a long way already, this area. And I actually wanted to see if I saw any deer tracks, because yesterday we came out here to, I added 2 more rows with the tiller, and then ultimately for spring, which I might go ahead and till up since we're bringing in so much cow compost, I think I'm going to take it all the way to here so that I can go ahead and prep the soil right here, prep the soil for spring, and it'll be ready for spring garden. So my fall garden will consist of broccoli. I've got, what else do I have? Beans, onions, garlic. We've got carrots and radishes, and I'm gonna put some mint, but not in the garden. I'm actually, right here is our property line, and then right here is our property line. So I know that we have active deer out here, and this spot, let me show you. This spot through the trees is a pathway based on how I saw the tracks come across the garden. And it's not surprising that this is an area that gets used. But so I want to get some mint planted. I want to get some other plants planted that will detract, like their smell will detract from the plants. I plan on trying to companion plant. I've never done that before. I've only ever had gardens that just kind of had some wooden borders. They weren't necessarily raised beds. I just created a border around them. I've never actually gardened like this, and but I do know I want to do some companion planting because it will just help the plants attract beneficial insects. So we've got larkspur, sweet pea, I've got, what else do I have? Dianthus, I have poppies, California poppies. I've got some other flowers. I've got, oh dang, what are those fun that kind of help? I'll think about it. Anyways, I've got a lot of fall flowers that are gonna get planted in here. And so my rows, I think, are going to be like, the hills are gonna be quite wide so that I can companion plant. Oh, I've got lettuces as well. And I can hear, I don't know if those are chickens or turkeys. We have turkeys, wild turkeys that run around here. But so that is kind of the update, but let me show you where I was raking earlier. We're gonna be spending a lot of time out here just working on the property. But it's just, you know, being a good steward of your land, trying to make the ground like healthy for the trees, like getting all of the yucky stuff away so it encourages, I don't know, I do want to get an arborist out here. I think I said in a previous video that he's got a really big branch. This is grandfather tree here. Really big branch that I'd like to support because I hate for it to break off due to its weight. But that's an update. This is the last big burn pile here. This is the area of where the house is going. I did some short form content when the house, let me show you. I did some short form content when the house, you can see my stakes. There's one right here and there's one over there. But there's like a 7-foot fall here and we don't want that much dirt work. Plus we want to save some money. So we are angling the house this direction. So it tucks more at an angle this way instead of running perpendicular or parallel, excuse me, instead of running parallel to the runway. So it's gonna like fit right through here. So there's not much of a fall. So our house, the end will be kind of in this gap. So we don't want to disturb these oaks. We won't be anywhere close to the granddaddies, but it'll be nice to be able to see this tree. And of course its big twin over here, like right out my kitchen and my dining area, which will be really nice to have. Like, that's my view right there. And then our pond is gonna be over there. So it is coming along. We already have grass growing on the runway. We will be seeding with winter rye this coming week because we've had a cool down in temperature, plus we've had pretty decent amount of rain. We did see that our land is draining like we want it to. However, we are going to have to add a pretty sizable piece of concrete driveway here so we don't get runoff happening, which is what we have happening out here. So there you have it. That's the update out here at Sugar Creek Farm. And until next time.